Good evening, everyone. Just thought I'd give a brief testimony of how I became a Christian and how I was saved. So about 8 years ago, I think it's 8 years ago, pretty much in October, where I had a real powerful encounter with the Holy Spirit. I'd been ill for about 3 months prior to that. I'd had tremors every night when I was waking up in the night, having quite a few problems, waking up 2 to 3 hours a night with visible tremors. So that was obviously worrying me. And I did, for the first time since I was a kid, just pray to God. I just prayed that God would take them tremors away. He didn't at the time. And so I did sort of seek God a bit, where I found out about Village Family Church. I think it was through my parents pointed me in the direction of Village Family Church. So I went on a Sunday in October, and just really had an incredible experience. I'd not known what to expect. I ended up going in there, getting prayer. AJ led me to the front. I got prayer off Alan Jones, and I just had a supernatural experience that, you know, it's hard to put words to, and it's hard to explain it to people who haven't had a supernatural experience before. But there was no two ways about it. It was incredible. I was at the front of the stage, on the stage bit, and I just felt this incredible warmth going through my body when I was prayed for. It was literally unbelievable, and it's quite good to just remember back to that first time when I felt the Holy Spirit go through me. It was just an incredible experience. I felt completely better. I never had any tremors or problems at night after that, and for the first month after, I was just delving into the Bible. I just felt as though I want to find out more about this experience that I had. I knew it was God, and there's something that told me that's real. What's happened? Those people at the front raising their hands around, it's real. Every time I went to church after that, I felt like I wanted to cry. I don't normally cry. I just felt the Lord had touched my heart and put me in another direction. Before that, I was drinking a lot, really, really heavily, loads of other stuff. But it definitely sent me in another direction, and that direction was to seek God. Since that, I think my moral compass has completely changed to some degree. I still obviously have some problems with sin, as people do. I do, struggle quite a bit sometimes with sin. I've always been in the past I've been a big gambler. And my line of work as well can touch what may be some sort of gambling, but I try and stick to things that are ethical things. I do investments, ethical investments, investing in businesses and that sort of stuff. So, but either way, nearly 8 years ago, 8 years in October, completely incredible experience. I mean, it's just unbelievably just transforms me. The Holy Spirit literally changes your direction, and you can't forget about it either. Even though you might sin and fall into recess or problems in your life, and you might turn away from God, you know in the back of your mind and your heart that God is still there. And you know that if you pray to God, he'll be right there with you. So I just want to share that with people. I think it's so easy just to slip away into the world all the time, but just keep your mind focused on God, and make sure you spend time with him each day. And that's what I try and do now. But amazing experience, completely transformational. The Holy Spirit is absolutely real. Hard to explain to people that haven't had an encounter with the Holy Spirit, but it's completely incredible. So encourage everyone to open their hearts up to God and let him in. Okay, God bless everyone. Cheers. Bye.